Hi everybody, Beetle Dave calling to you from a very wet and damp Derbyshire in the UK today. This little video, it's one of them things where something so simple has changed my setup, my hi-fi setup completely. If you watch the one I did in the week, I transferred my project record deck. I was going to give that a rest and put that up on the shelf over there and put in my new my old Sony Direct Drive record player. I was quite happy with that, and then I was thinking all day yesterday, or all night last night, I was thinking my amplifier's only got one phono stage, but there must be some way I can run more than one record deck through my amp. Now I'm sure a lot of you had already sussed this one out, so I'm racking my brains, and suddenly I thought I've got an old what do you call it, like a preamp from when I used to do my disco days, and I'm thinking, well, surely if I plug that into where my phono is and then plug me decks into this mixer, it should work. So I spent all afternoon redoing it, because I thought I want to have my Sony, my project, and my old Gerhard deck. My GPO one I'm not that bothered about at the minute because it needs a new belt anyway. I have actually bought a new belt for my project record player as well, so I've sorted that out. I've got a new cartridge coming for the Sony. I mean, this cartridge is alright, it's not very old, but I've actually ordered a Audio Technica new cartridge for it. So if you don't mind, I'm going to quickly show you how I'm going to do a little bit of an eagle drop, but it will only be a bit of an eagle drop because let's take this off here. So this is that's my mixer there, my old mixer. Don't know if you can see it there. So all I've done that like that and like that. Now this first record that we're going to play it's a version of My Bonnie, right? And it is by the Boulevals, I think the German. It's My Bonnie on one side. It's My Bonnie on that side. I don't know if you can see that. There. My Bonnie on this side, and it is Please Please Me on the B side. Now Please Please Me doesn't sound anything like the Beatles whatsoever. My Bonnie does. It is a very good copy. So I'm going to play a couple of seconds of that first, and then I'm going to go on to the project just to show what it's like. And you know, the second one you probably might not know. This first one, like I say, it isn't the Beatles, but it sounds a hell of a lot like the Beatles. So we'll just have a quick needle drop. So it's My Bonnie. It's by the Boulevals, I think they're called. So here we go. Back my Bonnie to me. Bring back. So as you can see, that is playing on the Sony Direct Drive, yeah? Turn it up a little bit. Now the second disc that I'm going to play is going to be on the project, and it's this White Label test pressing, and this is sort of a bit like a rave version of Baby You're a Rich Man. Bear with one sec. We should be able to mix both these in, shouldn't we now? So this is going to be on the project, yeah? So we'll fade My Bonnie out.
Mix it up.
You know who you are.
going to fade that out so I don't get a copyright claim. Switch that one off. And that one. So that's what I'm saying, something so simple has actually made my day. Like I say, I spent all last night thinking, you know, I've got some really, really nice record decks. That GPO one is the cheapest one out of the lot. Don't get me wrong, it's still a really, really nice record deck. But I was thinking, well, really, I want my direct drive for me like everyday playing. I want my project for when I get brand new records, and I mean brand new records. And then I want my Gerhard, which is still going to go through, but I could even put that through there if I wanted to. Just so that, you know, that's to play all my mono records or the ones that, you know, aren't that good. And then I'm going to keep that one for testing, I think. I'm going to keep that one for testing records where, you know, if you're not sure that they're going to work or not. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Like I say, me and technical stuff don't go together that well, but I did used to do discos years ago, and I was thinking, well, how did I do it when I did discos? And I'm thinking, yeah, I got my mixer, didn't I? But I couldn't work out which bit you plugged into the bloody amp. But I've sorted all that out. Didn't take me long, and it took me about 2 hours to work it out. But please stay tuned. I hope that's been a bit of entertainment for you. And like me, if you've got more than one record deck, but you've only got one phono input into your amp, you might think, but I want 2 record decks, because it's always have to have one as a backup anyway, isn't it? And if they're already set up, then you haven't got to mess about and going behind your amps and things like that. That's another reason why I've done it. This amp wasn't a hell of a lot of money. In fact, I saw one on eBay. I think it was this morning. I think it was about 50 quid. My Sony record deck, the cheapest one I can find with similar model to this, they've gone up now. They're 150 quid, but it is a nice vintage record deck. My project, they're still going for around the 180 £200 mark at the minute. But you do get a lovely often cartridge with that. That's why I say don't play scratch records on it. And then my old Gerhard deck there, I don't know what that's worth, to be honest with you. But it is a nice little setup now. So there's me mixer, my Sony. That is my project and my Gerhard in the back there. So please look out for a few more videos over this coming weekend, because I've actually got a weekend off, so I will be doing quite a few videos, hopefully, all being well. Please stay safe, whatever you're doing, because like I say, the weather out here is absolutely terrible. It's absolutely chucking it down. It looks like December, not October. You probably can hear it. Thank you to everybody that is leaving me likes, subscribing, leaving comments. If you're not subscribed, just do me a favour. If you like my video, leave me a subscription. If you don't like this technical stuff, it doesn't matter. This is like a one-off. You know, something so simple as change my hi-fi system, basically. Because now I've basically got it how I wanted it originally when I started to do my music review. So it's only took me three or 4 years to suss out how to do it. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. So please stay safe, whatever you do. Remember, Beatle Dave loves you. Stay tuned, because there's going to be something a little bit special at the weekend. So until then, ta-ra for now, my ducks.